You know, lots of things change in this life, but many remain the same. And the one thing that is unchanging isn't that I am the puppet master. And so you thought you were gonna be getting Iceberg and Tank tonight, but you thought wrong, cause I make the decisions when it comes to the Devil's Rejects, and I never said who was gonna be here. As a matter of fact, Tank's tired of whipping these lily-white asses around here. He's off on his own roadkill tour. So tonight, I got a surprise. Trust me, it will be wrestling's only serial killer, the No Pain Train Iceberg. And ladies and gentlemen, you are about to enter into a realm where life and death are meaningless, where pain is God. I present 7 feet of terror, the unstoppable Dominus.
What? Oh, you know, these are the kind of games they play. They make you think one thing and then they do something like this. We get this 7-foot-tall monster out here, Dominus, teaming up with Iceberg, when everybody knows it should have been Iceberg and Tank.
As you can see, the tag team title belts in the hands of Iceberg, but the champions
and now their opponents
are on the way.
And we're underway here, Greg Hunter.
The Urban Assault Squad, the 2-time reigning Anarchy Tag Team Champions, are taking on Dominus and Iceberg. The tag team titles are on the line. Dominus hitting nothing but air, and yet standing to the hardest blows Shadow Jackson can throw. Iceberg lining up Nemesis. Wipes him out in the corner. We've said time and time again. Oh, God.
And you know, right now, the Urban Assault Squad, they don't really care who they're facing, but you know they had to be thrown off their game a little bit. They were preparing for Tank and Iceberg.
They certainly were. Shadow Jackson, Pearl Harbor to the floor.
Now, you know how I personally feel about the Urban Assault Squad. I think these guys are just a couple, street dogs, but that's exactly what we need in this battle. We need a couple guys who are willing to go that extra mile, who don't care about rules, who don't care about being politically correct, good guys, so to speak. They're what we need. But right now, Iceberg and Dominus taking it right to Shadow Jackson while Nemesis is outside the ring here.
Shadow Jackson and Nemesis have been party to some of the most vile, despicable, and dare I say, evil acts to ever take place within the confines of the NWA arena. I mean, my God, they won their first Anarchy Tag Team titles by hanging 2 guys. So to say that they are not accustomed to no rules to a street fight would be a gross understatement, and that is exactly what is necessary against the likes of the Devil's Rejects. But you have to know that the Urban Assault Squad, like you said, prepared for Iceberg and Tank, not Iceberg and Dominus.
Well, one thing that we don't want to confuse the fans with, earlier tonight the Rejects were involved in a Texas Tornado Rules tag team match. This match, to my knowledge, is not supposed to be Texas Tornado Rules, and we're supposed to be having Australian rules in this one, which is a tag in and a tag out. But right now, the Devil's Rejects not playing by those rules.
Well, referee Speedy Nelson ushers Dominus out of the ring. Shadow Jackson trying to fire back on the 600-pound Iceberg. Dan Wilson repeatedly, good Lord! Wilson repeatedly taking pot shots at Nemesis with that staff at ringside. Right now, Iceberg.
And Nemesis could make a tag if he wanted to right now. Either could Shadow.
Shadow Jackson at the mercy of the altar of human mutilation. And anybody that has seen Iceberg through the years knows good and damn well he has no mercy.
Well, Iceberg's a man that I've been very close with. I mean, Iceberg, you know, back last year, 2005, at the Mysterious Benefactor Memorial Cup Tag Team Tournament, Iceberg was one of the organizers of that event 3 years ago, when we had the first Mysterious Benefactor Memorial Cup. I've worked closely with Iceberg in the past. This is a guy I thought I knew. But I mean, right now, this is the true Iceberg we're seeing. I've always known this man to have an evil side. But I never knew that he'd go to the length he's going to destroy a promotion with such fever and pitch.
Iceberg Dominus, who's got a bear hug on the 250-pound Shadow Jackson. Jackson trying to draw on the fans here at the NWA Arena, but he is fading quickly in the grip of this 7-foot-tall monster. Referee Speedy Nelson checking the arm. It has dropped twice. Once more. Shadow Jackson holds on. Shadow Jackson trying to fight back. Right hand from Shadow. Make it 2. Jackson a third time breaks the hold. Clothesline nearly breaks Shadow Jackson.
And this Dominus guy, this guy feels no pain. And right now, the rejects, these guys are just, they're sick.
For all we know, Dominus might have been found by Dan Wilson at some caved-in mine in Tennessee. He could be from a Louisiana bog or swamp. I have no idea where the guy comes from. Iceberg, however, is coming with a great deal of pain, blues, and agony, so to speak, in the general direction of the Urban Assault Squad. Shadow Jackson is quivering, holding his chest. That could have broke ribs. That could cause internal bleeding. Certainly could have hurt the lungs. And Iceberg simply doesn't give a damn.
I want to say that the rejects need to get out more. They stay at the compound all week and just build this anger, this frustration, this evilness up. Dan the Dragon Wilson has developed these guys into an evilness that nobody can comprehend. And the only way we're going to be able to combat it is to learn that evilness, to go inside that evilness and give it back to them. That's what we got to do, Greg.
Well, you got two guys here that know evil all too well, the Urban Assault Squad. And right now, Dominus trying to take a bite out of Shadow Jackson. Shadow Jackson with a knee trying to mount some kind of offense, but Dominus feels no pain apparently, follows him in, and nearly takes his head off with that clothesline.
And obviously the time at the compound has done Dominus some good because, despite just being this monster, he actually knows a little bit of wrestling here. He knows how to go within the rules and bend them just enough without actually breaking them and getting themselves disqualified.
That is undoubtedly the influence of Dan the Dragon Wilson,
the puppet master, so to speak.
He belongs in a war crime tribunal somewhere.
I don't even think that. I would say the movie thing. This guy's a mad genius.
That precludes the possibility he could get out. Iceberg lines up. Jackson! Ground zero splash from the 600-pound Iceberg.
And Iceberg's just enjoying this. Look at the smile on his face. Man is sick. I knew this man was sick, but I didn't think he'd go to these levels of sickness.
Iceberg, uncaring, unfeeling, simply content to punish anyone put in his path. It's obvious that the title itself is rather meaningless. They are in possession of the tag team title belt. If they really cared about the title in any way, shape, form, or fashion, they could have ended this match by now. Where's Shadow Jackson? Power slam! Where did he get that from?
Oh my! This is the time you need. Come on! Come on, Shadow! Tag in Nemesis! Tag him in! Come on!
Shadow Jackson, a foot and a half Make it 6 inches. Shadow Jackson. Tag. In comes Nemesis. And Iceberg is down. And Iceberg is getting chopped for all Nemesis is worth. He's trying not to even let Bird on his feet. He sends in Shadow Jackson. Extra momentum. Flips him into Iceberg. The Urban Assault Squad functioning as the great team they have shown themselves to be here in NWA Anarchy.
And they've got Iceberg right. Whoa! I spoke too soon.
Iceberg, the double clothesline, fails to connect. Double belly to back suplex on the 600-pound Iceberg. The Dominus is in the ring. He's got Nemesis throttled for that choke slam.
We may have new tag team champions here. If he hits his toe.
Oh! Double boot. Dominus clothesline out to the arena floor.
I don't care how unhuman you are, you're a male species. When you get kicked there, it's gonna hurt.
Oh, boot to the midsection. Off the ropes. Shoulder block, DDT from the Urban Assault Squad.
And that could be the end of it right there.
Iceberg goes to the arena floor. Nemesis follows. Nemesis attacking Iceberg. Dominus has got the tag team title belt.
What? I mean, are they retreating?
It's certainly, well, Dominus going back in against Shadow Jackson. They are fighting over here, dangerously close to our control booth. And he shows ring announcer Eddie Rich out of the way. And now, he swung that chair and nailed the oncoming right hand of Iceberg. And here come the rest of the rejects. Come on.
What the hell?
Referee Speedy Nelson calls for the bell. What? There's Ace Rockwell. There's the real Slim J.
Come on, guys. Come on.
And Team Anarchy is coming to play an excessive force.
That's it. Come on, guys.
Dominus continuing to pound away at Shadow Jackson. Iceberg punching away at that right hand.
That hand had swelled up a little bit. The first dig.
I hope it's broke. I hope it got shattered.
Well, me too, but it's the first dig in the armor of the Devil's Rejects. Well, speaking of dinks in the armor, Anarchy's chances could be doused here.
And Dan Wilson's got the microphone.
Well, the Anarchy Labs are slaughtered. Who is it? Who else is there? You little piece of shit. Who's left? There's no one that can stand up to the ring. I dare you. You've been training. You want to be a wrestler? Cross this line, son. Step into my world, Palmer.
The last time we saw Jerry Palmer, in a wrestling ring, he ended up injured at the hands of Iceberg. There's got to be some reluctancy from Jerry Palmer to get in that ring. What?
I wonder if the inspirational words of Jerry Palmer are echoing through his head.
Come on, Jerry. Everybody's down. The numbers are against you, brother.
You're not a wrestler, Jerry.
Jerry.
I dare you to cross it. Come on.
God, man. I mean, think about what you're doing, Jerry. Think about what you're doing. Jerry Palmer, Dan Wilson is sick of the truth. Jerry Palmer! Jerry Palmer is leading from the front lines of this war. And Dan Wilson looks like he's going to choke on his own fire.